Wow, I can't believe we're already a week into 2023. I wanted to do this last year. But today we're going to go through and going to show you some of the projects that I may or may not get to this year. And at the end of the year, we'll see if I did it or didn't do it. Okay, we are upstairs. Now, that's where my bedroom is at. We're not going to mess with that. This is kids' room. One of the projects that we're going to do this year is this. Let me turn on a light here. Basically, what we have here is a Lego shelving unit. And what's cool is it pulls forward and it lays flat on the floor to set up a Lego town. Now that's going to be one of my first builds this year, and you'll be seeing the video in the next week or so. And yeah, so that's for sure we're building. We're building one for my niece. Now, going into the bathroom, I had already redone the bathroom long ago. I never did the tub, so I'm going to end up doing the tub. You can see I got a concrete sink, and I made a fancy thing over, what do you call it, vanity mirror. Moving into my office, I would love to build a whole new racing simulator. And that might be something I end up doing this year, and we'll see if I have enough time to get to it. Now, the other thing, too, is I have some open walls here. I've got a nice big open wall up top here, and I also have, a decent open wall back here. Now, what I'd love to do on this wall is put like a big, long chevron kind of a cabinet. And then I have a lot of old, 80s memorabilia, just a lot of cool stuff. Some of the stuff you can see here, like an old Dukes of Hazzard Matchbox case. And then these boxes are full of other stuff, too. We're going to get to it in a minute. But if you look over here, I've got old Mass Toys, Knight Rider thing. I have a lot of Star Wars stuff. And I'm thinking up there. So that's another project. Build a case for up here. Now, if we go to turn to the boxes, we've got a whole stack of boxes. These two big, large boxes are full of 18th scale diecast cars. Here are two of my collection. Z cars, obviously. There's about 70 cars in total. And basically where these boxes are, I would love to build a nice big, basically like a garage to house all these 18th scale cars. Now, if you look at the boxes on top, those are filled with G1, Generation 1 Transformers. So we've got all the guys, the Megatrons, the Soundwaves, all the cars, combiners, and I would love to make a couple of cases to sit over the wall here. And one would be in the shape of a Decepticon logo, the other one would be an actual Autobot logo, and the cases will be filled up. Then I might actually even do like a T type of a case to hold some of the bigger guys. I've got, some of the bigger Transformers that are out there that wouldn't fit into the Autobot Decepticon cases. So those are some of the projects I want to get done this year. Now, back in 2019 to 2020, when everything was locked down, I actually went through and re-drywalled just about all of this. There used to be a knee wall down there, and then this was all brand new drywall. The whole hallway got all new drywall, which is why I ended up doing, it took me a little while to do the Buick just because of that. So there's a lot more that needs to be done in here, is what I'm trying to say. So as we come downstairs, first thing I'd love to do is replace this staircase, this handrail. Unfortunately, the way I like to do stuff is stuff has to be done before you can, I just can't replace a handrail without addressing the stairs. And I can't replace the handrail without addressing the floor. So I might have to try to figure out a way to get the staircase and the floor done before we work on the handrail. But that is another project I would love to do this year. Another project that I've been always contemplating. I have a nice open wall right over here. I would love to build like a really big style clock. Racing theme, of course, and it'd be kind of cool. Come up here, big clock right here. We'll figure that out. Now, the other elephant in the room is the kitchen. Yes, I would like to actually finish my kitchen, get some doors on it for a change, redo the do countertops. Right now, it's just Formica or melamine, and I would love to do some countertops. Those will be concrete, of course. The big problem here is the floor. Now, this floor is cracking in tons of areas, mainly because of what I did to lay the floor, and it's okay. Even though it was bad, what I did, or I should say lack thereof, and why it is cracking, it is impossible to keep clean. This floor is like a pumice stone. It picks up every little bit of dust, every little bit of debris. It is unbelievable the amount it stains, and it's just the only way to really clean it, you gotta pour bleach on it and scrub the hell out of it. So, unfortunately, for me to really get the kitchen done, which I would love to, I don't want to go too crazy with it, especially with concrete countertops, when I have to replace the floor first. Now, unfortunately, the floor means pulling out these door jambs again, which would require that upstairs too if I get to that floor. It's hard for me to do that because I have kids here every other weekend, a couple times a week as it is. I cannot have, the house isn't very big. I cannot have half the house tore apart without actually just saying, hey, I gotta, not have the kids for a week or whatever. So, and that might actually happen. The other thing I also want to do is, got to get rid of the Christmas decorations. So, those are some of the projects so far. Now, we're going to go into the shop. Now, back in the shop, I already have wood for the Lego Town project. And again, like I said, I'm getting ready to start working on that. But if I pan back here, or roll back here, in this corner, there actually supposed to be is a bathroom. You can see a toilet there. Now, what I would like to do is finally frame this out. Door here, wall it, come down this way, bathroom. But then in this area where the sump pump is, and it's in such a horrible spot, notch it out, put the washer and dryer here, shower in the corner where the dryer is now that's broken. The old sink's got to get thrown away. There's a lot of stuff going on here. The big issue with this is, just like everything else, everything's got to get cleared out of there, for one. Then I got to saw cut the floor, get drain lines in. It's a big ordeal. It's nothing I haven't done already before. So it's not that, I'm not worried about the work itself. It's just, where do I put all this stuff? And you guys know my shop is not very large. So it really cuts into that area, which I desperately need the space. So not really sure what to do. I may even try to maybe move 90% of this into the garage if possible, just to, clear up some space. Then we're getting into here. And you can see I'm starting to make some cool stuff. I've been really enjoying my laser burner, getting ready to make trophies. This is the league I run with, Full Throttle Sim Racing, mainly iRacing. If you're ever interested, look us up. And yeah, I'm kind of screwing around with some stuff, making trophies, or at least conceptualizing trophies. I got Christmas in Heaven poems going. It's just some stuff. I'm practicing with it. I'm really enjoying it so far. And it's been kind of fun. There's the number 19 we're working on for a trophy. And I got a little Megatron back here. Thought process with that is, I'd like to maybe start making trophies for people or in leagues, or even small stuff. Set up a web store and, maybe earn a little bit extra income in that regards. So that might be the other thing that I'd like to try to do this year. Now, the thing that everybody's been waiting for, probably, well, maybe some people, we're going to go out in the garage and we're going to go over the Z. Show you what I want to get done. Maybe even show you some of the plans that I want to get done. So let's go up there. And here we are in the garage. Something's missing. Video's not out yet, but look for that soon too. We're at the Z. Now, just so you guys know the game plan on the Z. Definitely, it's another priority in 2023 for me. I definitely want to get the new engine in and installed. Now, I may have talked about this once or twice, but next steps here are cleaning this entire thing up, then getting some new paint on it, and I know there's going to be some dent repair and some body repair, or subframe repair, little spots here and there that's going to need to be addressed. There's going to be some rust repair we're going to work on, and then we're going to get into paint. After paint's done, then we're going to get the new engine installed, and we're going to get this thing running. After everything's running and driving and I can actually move this thing around and kind of have a little bit of fun with it, then we're going to start diving into more of the actual body work that needs to be done and the full repaint. Now, I still have not decided what color I want to repaint it. I'm still loving the red, but I'm thinking maybe a Nardo gray or something kind of different, even though I have seen them. But again, we're going to go through the rust. So we're going to take care of the stuff underneath the skirts. We're going to take care of the rear quarters that are a little damaged. We're going to take care of that in the rust repair phase. But when it comes down to actual full-on body work before the full repaint, a few things I want to go over and what we're going to end up doing. We're going to start with the nose. The nose is going to get completely reworked. I'm going to kind of recreate a cool fiberglass deal out of it. I may even take a mold out of it. If somebody wants one, maybe I might be able to make them. But it's going to be unique, a little different, similar to some of the other kits that are out there, but slightly different too. The other thing I'd love to do is replace these somehow. Maybe with a, door handles from a 240 or an S13 or something like that. I'm looking at options, but I would love, because I absolutely hate these door handles, always have. It'd be nice if they were just a little sleeker and cooler. Take it to the rear. We are going to do a bumper tuck. I'm probably going to end up removing this part, and then you're going to have just this little lip hanging off the back. Now, I've done bumper tucks before on other cars, and this one should be very simple. It shouldn't be that, I shouldn't say simple, but it shouldn't be that bad. The other thing too I'd love to do, and it's going to end up happening probably, I'm looking at doing a wide body kit, but not necessarily a kit. I'm actually going to try to bring these outer fenders out like 2 inches, and I'm going to do it all out of sheet metal, and then the front skirt, or the front, are going to have a 1-inch lip. So a little bit of wide body. And then the factory skirts are going to go back on, but then I'm going to kind of address them. I'm not too sure what I want to do on the rear lip, or if I want to do anything for the underside. I might come up with some options after I do the tuck, but we'll see. And obviously it's going to have to try to match what I do on the nose. Other body mods, probably some stuff with the hood, because I'm still debating on the air intake that I want to use. I do have a Pathfinder intake. There's a whole lot of what ifs on the engine too for me right now at this point. So I'm not exactly sure what's going to get gone together, but I do know I got a lot of body work, a lot of paint prep, still a lot of cleanup to do. So that's obviously going to be the next step. So, but if you want to see more on the Z, like and subscribe to these. If you want to see any of the projects, like and subscribe. And, I'll be making videos as I go along. All right. Well, that is all. That's what 2023 is going to bring. And like I said in the beginning of the video, hopefully I'll be able to get so much done, and I can look at this video at the end of the year and be like, cool, I got tons of stuff done, and I'll have to come up with a new list for 2024. But there might be a point, though, where I'm probably not going to get everything done, and I guess that's okay, too. My workshop is one thing. The car, I don't have to worry about. The car is in here. I can work on this really whenever I want, whenever I have spare time. The shop is a little different story. I do use the shop for business. So once my shop is working on other projects, I'm not going to be able to do anything on my personal projects. So that's where it's always been. And obviously some of the interior rehabs need to be planned accordingly and done in a way that it's going to be beneficial. So, but that's it. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you on the next one. Thanks. Bye.